Okay, good morning, guys. Here we are. It's like a week later. Let's see. Just got a text. It's like a week later. Finally got. This is a knockoff coil. I went to. I have them. I'm lucky. I have a Stihl dealership. I work with those guys pretty close. But these are the original numbers for the coil, and there's actually two depending on the serial number for this. This is from Stihl. That top number is the one that you can find online, and then the bottom number will always seems to refer you back up to that top number. And well, if you're already there, why didn't you just buy one? They want $130 for this. 130 bucks. I'm sorry, but you know what? There's absolutely nothing inside an ignition coil that is, in my mind, worth 130 bucks. It's just a bunch of windings. So, anyways, this is what we got. When I come back, I'm gonna take and put the coil on there. I'm gonna set up, put it all back together, and let's see what happens. See if that addresses the timing issue. I sure hope it does. This has been like a week waiting on this part. It's just crazy talk. So we'll get that far, and I'll be back, and hopefully that'll close this episode. All right, we'll be back. If ever there was a reason to start drinking at 10 minutes to 9 in the morning, this is it. This one, ooh, just smoking. Look at the smoke coming off of that thing. This one's on me. This was, I think the biggest problem was like when it had no spark. Excuse me. Why is it still smoking? Oh, it's probably all that stuff that was still down inside the exhaust. Anyways, when this came in, and then it had no spark because it had never run in my presence. And so what did we end up doing? We put a new coil on it. The aftermarket one was, I don't know, not even 20 bucks. Stihl wants $130 for the coil for this. That wasn't going to happen. So we cleaned it up, coil, carb, and a lot of frustration. the best thing, and I'm not being sarcastic at all, is that I learned something. That I had another coil, but it was actually for like a 600 and not a 350. And a lot of these coils will go, you know, for different models, say like for like 350, 400, 450, but they stop for a reason, evidently. So like the more windings that are inside the coil, the longer it takes for the spark, which is what they use for the timing, as you know, also with the pickup and stuff, blah blah blah. The short and the long of it is that it took over a week to get the correct coil, and now it's ready to go home. I learned something. Not all parts are interchangeable. And why Stihl says there's two different ones for this, maybe I just got lucky. I don't know. But anyways, thanks for following along on this one, you guys. And that's it. I'll put the air filter and the cover and all that stuff back on there. I'll let it sit here for a little bit, call Dr. John and say, like, come and get your old baby. And just for some of you guys that would be like sitting there thinking, this is like, well, what do you charge somebody for that? I literally have like 6 hours into this. That would be like, labor alone would be like $250 plus parts, 250, 350. It's not worth it. It's like a lot of times, say if you took it to a real shop, you know, they probably wouldn't have run into this problem. They would have had the part right then and there. No, I'm not charging it, Doc, anywhere near that. You know, like, you just want to get the parts and then maybe an hour of labor because I learned something. And that to me is a lot more valuable than, you know, just the monetary compensation. And so that's the information that I learned. I'll put that into my toolbox with the rest of my tools, and that makes me a better wrencher. So, hey, thanks a lot for following along, guys, and I really appreciate all the input. Like, I can't remember if it was Rain or Steve or somebody said, like, the biggest problem was probably going to be that coil, and you are 100% correct. So, next time you have a beer, pretend I bought it for you. Enjoy it. You helped out a lot. Okay, guys, that's it. I'm done. I'm out.